What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome to Starling on Cinemas, and that's Cinemas with an S. And today I'll be giving you my review on If Beale Street Could Talk as part of my Black Lives Matter series on YouTube. Now, before I begin, if you're new to this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, watch. So let's get started. What is If Beale Street Could Talk about? Well, in the early 1970s Harlem, daughter and wife-to-be Tish vividly recalls the passion, respect, and trust that have connected her and her artist fiancé Alonzo Hunt, who goes by the nickname Fonny by his friends and family. Friends since childhood, the devoted couple dream of a future together, but their plans are sort of derailed when Fonny is arrested for a crime he did not commit. Now, before I begin, I don't really have a lot to say about this movie. Surprisingly, I thought if I watched this movie, even if I didn't know a lot about it, I would have a lot to say. But that's kind of the lesson here. Because one thing I learned from somebody else, one thing I learned from comicbookcast.com, if you're watching this, that when you get your high hopes for something, like never have your hopes so high for a movie that you've heard about and you expect to be good, and then it doesn't live up to your expectations and you'll feel failed. But in this case, I thought If Beale Street Could Talk would be one of those moving, inspirational dramas, but for me, it wasn't that moving to me. And as far as the connection to nowadays with black people, of course, like I said, they arrested Fonny for a crime he did not commit. And this crime is the raping of a young white woman. I don't know. I think that was what it was. But anyway, how I feel about the story. Well, If Beale Street Could Talk is based off of the best-selling novel by James Baldwin and from the director who brought us Moonlight, which is why I thought it was going to be good. I haven't seen Moonlight, but if you've seen Moonlight and you think it's good, you can let me know what you think about it. And if you know that I would like it, definitely consider it. Anyway, If Beale Street Could Talk at first sounded like it would be another film with a whole bunch of breakout story elements, but it turns out that the movie is just another bittersweet romantic tale about two people who have known each other since childhood. If Beale Street Could Talk certainly does have an irresistible on-screen romance and a somewhat out-of-place subplot that adds weight on the relationship. This movie doesn't make black oppression the center of its story, but there is one aspect in the film that shows Fonny falsely accused of a crime he didn't even commit. Now, as far as the characters go, my favorite scene in this entire movie involves both Tish's family and Fonny's family, and they're both explaining what's best for each other. That's what the argument between those two families about, like who's going to take care of this baby, because apparently she got pregnant in this movie. And Fonny's mom doesn't even like her, so that's where the tension started. So specifically, the actors in that scene did an amazing job with the tensions rising on what is best for the baby that Tish was pregnant with. And Regina Hall gives a great supporting role as the mother of Tish, which she got that Oscar for. She definitely deserved that Oscar. But the relationship between Tish and Fonny feels so sweet and innocent that if the movie was more of a timeline of their relationship and how they developed into the stage that they are now, it would probably be a better movie for me, in my opinion. But if I'm not mistaken, we only see the highlights of their relationship through flashbacks and memories. Like, we can see as far back when they were kids, when they were just playing in the bathtub, to now when they're holding hands and going on dates. But I'm not saying that this makes the movie uninteresting. Of course not. I love bittersweet, authentic, genuine romances. Romances that know how to keep it 100 and go on the right paths. But it would have been nice to see them in their relationship nowadays, because it feels like he was in jail for a huge portion of the film. Because like the moments, because like it was so much going on. There were a lot of moments in this movie where he wasn't in jail, and then there was the moments where he was in jail. But I could not tell if the moments he wasn't in jail were real or not, because whenever she went to visit him, she was pregnant. And then when they were out, she wasn't pregnant. So I guess the times where he wasn't in jail was real, but I don't know. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 95% score. But like I said, If Beale Street Could Talk isn't what I really expected it to be. However, it certainly delivered a coming-of-age romance, great acting, and a somewhat unsolved subplot. So I'll give it 5.5 SOs out of 10 SOs. So for those of you who love this movie, I'm sorry. I'm basically giving it a thumbs down. That's basically what I'm saying. So that is my review on If Beale Street Could Talk. If you've seen it, you can let me know what you feel about it in the comment section below. And if you haven't, I encourage you to go watch it. It's got some great romance in it. So I'll see you guys next time with my next video in Black Lives Matter. Bye.